Gotta get a converter. Fold in the 510. Yeah, you can search for a converter that will convert the EPN hand history files into PokerStars format. That way HM2 can read them. You can find a converter for pretty much any site that has hand histories that will convert them to PokerStars so that you can use them with tracking software. So, what else do we got here? On the button, we got big blind, fold versus button, fold versus small blind. 3-bet versus button, 3-bet versus small blind, fold versus 4-bet, fold versus small blind 4-bet, all that jazz. Normally I don't 3-bet this, but I imagine this guy's probably a fish. So, and you can actually start 3-betting a little bit lighter the shorter your stack is. Definitely want to call or bet here and try to get value from like any 8 smaller aces, 6, 7. There's just way too much value to not bet it. I think anyway. It's my opinion. Could probably 3-bet this King 5 actually, but I folded it. Next time I'll 3-bet it. Mike, he's defending 50% of hands. When someone's defending 50% of hands like this, I'm wondering if it's better to... It might be better to give up because flop is so coordinated. But this is also kind of a good flop to barrel because so many good turn and river cards come off to get him to fold like pairs of 5s and 6s and probably even 7s. Now here, he's not folding a 6 or a 7 or a 5. And most certainly not an 8. So I think now we just kind of give up. The only thing we get to fold are blank 8s and blank 4s. Might be able to do, bet this price. I think we get a good price on our bluff, 15 to 26 to fold those hands. Sniper Baba, gigantic fish. We're definitely gonna re-raise this. Yo, it's heads up. Is heads up a good way to start making money in poker? Man, it used to be really good. Not anymore. Now heads up is dead as dead can be. It's like so dead, it's retarded. It's ridiculous. It's really, really... I mean, you just share the lobby with so many more people. So like what you do is come up with another format that you want to get good at, and then maybe like set some heads up on the side and just battle fish. Because really when you set up heads up now, you wait forever to get action, which is really kind of a pain. Afghan 1 AK. Check raising here, really? He just shouldn't have enough 3s in his range to be able to check raise. I really want to float here, but I don't have like the best hand to do that. And I can't really represent a lot of stuff anyway. So let me get a HUD on this guy and see how often he check raises and does all that other stuff. Hold that. Hold there. Open the queen 8s. I might start opening bigger. He looks really tight actually. VPIP is 27%. Is that heads up? If that's right, then he's just way tight and easy to play against. Which also makes me believe that like his check raise there is probably stronger than most people's. It's definitely gonna be a lot stronger than most people's. Some people say to 3-bet like all your aces heads up. I mean, it's like the worst idea of all time. In fact, I think like if someone's 3xing or bigger than 3xing, you should be folding like ace-5 offsuit or ace-6 offsuit and worse. Because yeah, you probably have the best hand at the time, but your equity's not good. The hand doesn't flop well, and you're playing out of position. It's just not the best thing in the world. That's my opinion. Cabino, do you ever get it all in with King King? Just got it all in King King, and of course it's Ace Ace that I run into. That happens like it's kind of shocking how much you see that at like full range, sometimes 6 max. See, it just seems like a lot. All right. Twos here I'm going to fold. Afghan 1 AK, check raising 25%, but that's probably just a sample size of 4. You can see, well, you guys can't see it, but check raise is, it says 50% on my thing. It's really weird. Why does it say check raise 25% on the HUD, but then it says check raise is 50% on my pop-up? It's really not cool. Oh, that's because... Oh, we got a flush draw. We might not calls here. I think we can bet and get him off with flush draws and ace highs. Well, that's not a good card for us. Hopefully he has like 5-7 of diamonds and just decides to give up. Nope. We're gonna actually value bet ace queen high here. I think I'll call with all aces for half pot. So, can you ever get away from king king pre, or are we getting stacked every time? Yeah, you can get away from it for sure. I don't think I've ever folded it pre. No, that's not true. I have folded it pre. Ryan boy, yeah, we're gonna make it 7 versus him. Yeah, you can get away from it. Sometimes it's just super obvious. You just get guys that don't ever like 5-bet bluff. I 5-bet bluff. I make sure and 5-bet bluff because, you know, I expect some good players to be 4-betting me quite frequently, and I have to have a 5-bet bluffing range. So, what happens when, I don't want to 5-bet bluff too much. I don't want to overdo it because then I'm going to be getting in trouble, you know? People are going to know that. We'll bet 9 here. They'll know that I 5-bet bluff too much, and they'll start 4-betting me lighter and calling me down lighter. I want a 5-bet bluff range, but I don't want to do it too much. So what do? I think with the backdoor flush draws here, I think I can get away with betting this. I'm gonna give up on the 7-5. Actually, you know what? I should have bet it. That was a big mistake. Should have bet on the turn. So what do? My 5-bet bluff range pretty much consists of ace deuce suited and ace 3 suited. Yeah, sometimes ace 4 suited depending. Probably, yeah, and ace 4 suited probably. Why does it consist of those hands? Because those hands have the best equity. Those hands have the best equity against a calling range. Number one. Number two, it removes several combos of ace king and aces from the possible range of my opponent. So those are like really the ideal situations. I want to get, if I'm going to get called, or if I'm going to 4-bet, 5-bet bluff, I'm going to do it in a situation where it's less likely that they have a good hand, it's more likely that they're bluffing. I'm going to call here for sure. I'm going to do it in a situation where it removes some of my opponent's combos that he would normally be calling off with or 4-betting for value, and also it gives me the best equity. Bob Denver. I think for pot I fold. Oh, I didn't realize Ryan Boy was so short. Otherwise, I may not have called actually. Fold here. So is the stream doing all right, guys? Because it was having a lot of buffering issues and stuff yesterday. And I tried to like fix some stuff on it today, so I'm hoping it's working well for you guys. What? PokerStars is coming to New Jersey? Are you kidding me? I'm moving to New Jersey like ASAP. That's so crazy. Yeah, you know what though? For PokerStar, or I mean, sorry, for like Heads Up, S74. Definitely, like, it's a good idea to get into Heads Up because it's going to be, if you really like get good at your short game, and then like at the final tables of tournaments, if you're much better at short game, two-handed, three-handed, four-handed than your opponent, you really like add a lot of value to your tournament. I'm actually going to call this. He can be betting a 3, but he shouldn't have a lot of 3s in his range. He can have smaller pairs, yeah, which I have pretty good equity versus those. Not like great equity, but okay equity. And then here, I don't know, I'm just going to have to call and run into like 5s and 6s some of the time. Hopefully he has like ace-x. Or just air that was bluffing. Yeah. So I should have called $1 here. Bluff here. A small blind limp shouldn't have a lot of aces or queens or anything. I'm actually going to float. And here we're going to bluff with our gutter. Make this $6 right here. And here I think that like Ryan D-Boy was probably slow playing some stuff. Hopefully we run diamonds that didn't pair up. Yeah, slow playing. So we'll make a note that he limps in with aces. All right, here we go. We're still this blind here versus the Sniper Baba. It's probably not going to be successful because he calls so often, so we'll call it a value bet. Let's see, his probe in position is 71, so we're going to check to him and let him bet. Strange they didn't do that. Try it again. I know he's aggressive, so we're just going to do this. Call here. And hopefully what he does is he just thinks that we have like pocket 3s and is going to try and bluff this. That's the ideal situation. The fact that he bluffs so much on the flop, it means it's more likely for him to have a 9, but not likely enough for us to not call here. You still have to call. So the fact that he checked back a 9 there leads me to believe that he like, well, it leads me to believe what I believed before, what the stats were telling me, that he bets with his bluffs, checks his value hands. I'm sure he bets some value hands and checks some weak hands, but yeah. I think we can safely fold here. The 850 is not a bluff size, and Mac 9 probably, well, I think the backdoor flush draws and backdoor straight possibilities we call. It's close. We got ourselves a gutter here. Gonna check it. 4s, we fold. Getting 4-1. Probably can call here. Kind of, well, no. I think it's actually a fold with the spades out and the fact that like we can be drawing kind of dead if like a 9 or a 10 or a jack comes and someone can have a bigger straight.